Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our subject computer of class 7, chapter number 8, Introduction to HTML. Many softwares like HTML and front page are available for designing website. As you are very much aware of programming concept, HTML is an ideal software for you to learn the website design. In HTML, code provides the complete flexibility in the designing a web page. In this chapter, you will learn the basic of HTML. So in previous chapter, we have learned about the web browsers, how to use these web browsers and the different email services provider. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about those websites, how to design those websites. So which language is used to design those websites, that is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, where each word has its own significance. The word hyper signifies that the user can view the worldwide web page, so any website on internet. The text is anything written in English language or the alphanumeric characters. The markup means you can mark up the text you have written as a special indicator through the special markup tag. The language signifies that the HTML is programming language. However, unlike the traditional programming language, HTML does not use the variable and constants. So HTML is tagged as a scripting language. It includes the two kinds of text, the content and the markup. In another language, we are using variables to store a value, but in HTML, it's just a scripting language. You have to just write the code and the content of your web page. The content is the information to be displayed on the screen like text, picture, audio, video, etc. The markup is the information inserted in the HTML script to control the display. The HTML file includes both the control information and the content, means your data which you want to show on your website, which can together describe the appearance and the content of web page. So HTML is a set of instructions given to a web browser to describe the structure of web page. It is a user-friendly language for presenting the document on web. It contains the commands that are used to compose a page and specify the text, graphics, heading, etc. So that would appear on a web browser. It also contains the commands for linking the page to one another page or to the internet resources. So HTML document can be created with any word processor or the text editor such as Notepad. To create a website with the help of HTML, we just need a notepad. So in a notepad, we can use a different types of tags or the elements and the data of your website. We can give it a code or write the script of your web page. Benefits of HTML. So HTML provide you with the following benefits. Number one, HTML is easy to learn and execute. It executes the command in very less time. So HTML is very easy language to learn. It is also very easy to execute the code written by you in the notepad. It can work on any PC with just a notepad and a web browser. No need to install the additional software to to learn STM. We can create a structured document using the different tags in STM. So in next session we will learn about the different tags which we can use in HTML to code your web page. HTML is an interpreter based language as its commands are executed instructions by instruction. So HTML is interpreter based language means so every line of the web page is read by the computer and then it is executed by the processor, a line by line. It is a platform independent language, which means it can be executed on any operating system. So if you write a code for on your Windows 10 operating system, then you can run the same HTML web page on Mac operating system. So it is independent of operating system. You can write a code on any operating system and run it on the another operating system. The output is same. It allows the use of different tools to make the document look more attractive. So with the help of tag, so you can use a different attributes to make your document more attractive. It provides a paragraph alignment features, so you can align your text towards left, right or center. You can also insert an image, a table, and animated text or graphics on the web page using HTML. HTML allows linking of different web pages. So you can also link your different web pages and make your complete website. It also provides the forms for the better user interaction. So you can use the forms, and with the help of forms you can link a different web pages. So a forms is a better and a very good method to display the content of your web page. HTML editor. HTML editors are programs used for creating web page. They make HTML formatting faster and easier. So HTML editors are the software which helps you to write the code of your web page in HTML. An ideal HTML editor should be able to perform the following function. Number 1, validate that the HTML is in agreement with the standard rules. Preview the page created in the different web browsers. Include an FTP client. Offer convenience and added functionality for the user to code the HTML web page. Manage the communication with the remote web servers. Support the meta tags, the tags that provide the information about a web page and don't affect the display of the web page. Provide editing of images. So you can also edit the image before inserting in your document. So the two most commonly used HTML editors are WYS, IWYG and the text editor. WYS, IWYG editor means what you see is what you get. So allow the user to do the editing directly within the web browser. It is not an important to have the knowledge of HTML. So while working with the WYSIWYG editor, these editors allow the user to see how the web page will display in the web browser. And depending upon the viewability of the web page, the user can configure or user can code their HTML page as per their requirement. They are easier to work with even for the no voice computer user, means the person who have no knowledge of computer language. These editors are equipped with the graphical interface and the tools for developing the web page and inserting images and tables. So the user can use these tools to design their web page with the help of these type of editors. So these editors helps us to create the website quickly. Some of the popular these editors are Adobe Dreamweaver and the Microsoft Front Page. So these editors are helps us to create a web page in a very quick way, and it is a very helpful for the person to design a web page without having knowledge of the language code. Second is text editor. The text editor is incorporate the use of HTML. Text editor like the WordPad and the Notepad can be used to create HTML documents. Text editor provides a variety of features like HTML validator, autocomplete of coding, FTP, syntax highlighting, and the table generator and the URL highlighting. So these editors provide the flexibility to the person to code in HTML. These editors can be used by the user who have some knowledge of HTML. Tags. In the HTML, the instructions or commands in the form of text character are called tags or markups. The tag instructs a browser to retrieve and display the information or graphics in a web page. They are used to mark up the HTML element. So they are surrounded by the character less than and greater than. So these tags we have to write with the help of these two symbols less than and greater than. So whatever is written in between these two symbols less than and greater than is treated as the HTML tag, which are called the angular brackets. The HTML tags normally comes in the pair like HTML and the closing of HTML tag. The first tag in a pair is a start tag and the second tag is end tag. The text between the start and end tag is the element content. The tag have attribute which provide the additional information about the HTML element on your page. So let's start to write a web page on your computer. To write a web page, first you need to click on Start button, choose the accessories option from the All program, click on Notepad option to open the Notepad editor. In the Notepad, type the following code. After typing your code, open it, the HTML. This is the starting tag of your HTML web page. Then every web page is divided into two parts. One is head, second is body part. Head part contains the heading of like the title of your web page, and the body part contains the content of your web page. After writing the code, you have to close the HTML tag like the end tag of HTML. So this is the pointer for the computer. This web page is ended here. After typing your code, you have to save. Click on File button. Click on Save command or Save As. A Save As dialog box will open. Type the file name .html. Click on Save button to save your web page. After saving your web page, now you have to view a web page. To view a web page, first we have to open any web browser. For example, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or UC browser. Open a web browser, click on File button and select the Open option. The Open dialog box will appear. Browse to the folder where you have saved your web page and select your web page. Click on Open to open your web page. So this is our heading, means the title of our web page, the My First Page in HTML, and the content written between the body tag, that is you can see in this part or this window of your web browser. I am learning HTML. So HTML elements, there are various HTML elements can be listed to construct a web page. An HTML tag comprise a left angular bracket or the less than symbol followed by the name of tag and closed by the right angular bracket or the greater than symbol. So these elements are categorized into two categories. One is container elements, second is empty elements. The container elements, the element that has both the tag, is that the starting tag as well as the ending tag is known as the container element. So the container elements includes both on tag and off tag, means the starting tag and the ending tag of the element. For example, the h1 tag. The h1, this is the starting tag of h1, then this is the element content, the computer fundamental, backslash h1 means the ending tag of heading tag. This is the off tag. So the following code with the example of this, you can clearly know about the container tag. So every container tag had the two tags, one is starting tag as well as ending tag. HTML starting tag, body starting tag, h1 starting tag, and here we have h1 ending tag, body ending tag, and the HTML ending tag. So all the above code is displayed the output as in this figure, the figure 8.8. The empty element, the element that has the starting tag, is that only on tag and have the no end tag, is that no off tag, are called empty element. So these are the examples. BR tag is an empty element which is used to give a line break. HR tag which is used to draw the horizontal rule. So these are the example of empty tag. In HTML head, title and the body elements. All the HTML documents should have the following basic elements: 1. HTML element, head element, title and the body element. First one is HTML element. The HTML document must begin with the HTML tag. It is a container element that identifies the document as the HTML document. This tag indicates that the content of file is in HTML. This document is not visible when displayed on the browser but gives a hint to the browser that is a HTML document. Head element. The head element tag contains the information about the document, including its title, scripts used, styles definitions and the document description. All the browsers don't require this tag, but the most of the browsers find any available additional information about the document within the head tag. The head element contains the general information, also called the meta information, about the document or a web page. According to the HTML standard, only a few tags such as base, link, meta, title, styles and scripts are used under the head element. Title element. The title element contains the document titles. The title is displayed on the topmost bar of the web browser. This element is used in the head tag. Body tag. Body tag includes the tag, attributes and the information that you want to the visitor browse to display. It is the information of the body of an HTML page. So all the content of your web page is used these four basic elements: HTML element, head element, title and the body element. Now learn about the heading element. The heading break up the large area of text, announce the topic of follow and the information of all the ranges. According to the logical hierarchy, the HTML provides the 6th level of heading. So whenever we need to write any paragraph, so we have to give the title to that paragraph. So we are using the heading tags. When we have to list down some points for the major headings, we are using the heading tags. So H1 is the highest level of the and the largest of all the headings, and H6 is the logo and the smallest level. The variation of the heading tags are described with the help of example. Open a notepad and open your first 5-page HTML document in Notepad or text editor. Write the code for heading tag. H1 first level heading and tag of H1. Then H2 the second level of heading and the end tag of second heading, and so on. After writing the code of your HTML, you need to save your web page. Click on save to save the changes. Now open your web page in the web browser. Select the file option, open, and an open dialog box will appear. Select your file my first page HTML. Click on open to open your web page. So here we have the same web page. Here we have a heading that is written in the form of title element. Then all the content of your body element is I am learning HTML. Then we have first level heading, second level heading, third level, fourth, fifth and sixth level heading. So as the number increase, the size of heading decrease. So you can use any level of heading to write your content in your web page. Next is, by default all the browsers align the heading on the left side. The most browsers however support the alignment attributes, which also allow you to write align with the center heading. So we can use the align attribute with heading tag to change the heading. So there are 4 different types of alignment. One is left, right, center and justify. Now just change your code to see the align attribute. Open your web page in the text editor. Now here you can type the content with the align attribute of heading. After writing your code with the heading tag with the 4 different types of alignment, left, right, center and justify, save your web page. Open the Internet Explorer and refresh your web page, or either you can close this web page and reopen your web page again in the Internet Explorer. So here we have left align heading, this is our right align heading, center, and justified. So these 4 different types of alignment we can use with the heading element. Next is font element. The font element enables you to change the color, font and the size and alignment of the text on the web page. The size, color and face attributes are used with the font element. Now open your web page in text editor. Use the font tab. Or font element. Font having a 3 attribute. One is size, so after typing the code you need to reopen your web page again with the help of Internet Explorer. So here in this code we have used the font size 7. Font size 7 and the content of this element is I am learning HTML. Save your web page. Now open the Internet Explorer. Here you can see that I am learning HTML is in small letter, in small size. Now refresh your web page, or you can close this web page and reopen your web page with the help of Internet Explorer. So now you can see that the size of this text is increased to size 7. So you can use any value with the size from 1 to 7. For example, we write the size 3, save your web page and reopen it in with the help of Internet Explorer. So now size is decreased to size 3. So in this way you can use any size number from 1 to 7. Second element of font is font face. So with the font face you can change the font style of your content. For example, Arial, Times New Roman or any another cursive font style. So after typing the name of font like Winner Hand ICT, save your web page and reopen it with the help of web browser like Internet Explorer. Refresh your web page to see the changes. So now you can see that this line is in cursive style. So the font face which you are using in your HTML coding, so that you can see here in your content. The third element of font is font color. So you can use any color with the font color attribute of font element. For example, red. Save your HTML code in the notepad or in text editor and reopen it with the help of Internet Explorer. Refresh it or reopen it. So now you can see that I am learning HTML is in red color. So any color which you can use with the font tag, so you can see the content of your web page in the same color. So with the help of font tag we can use 3 types of attribute: size attribute to change the size of your text, font face to change the text style of your text, and the color to give a specific color to your text. Next is bold, italic and underline elements. So these elements are used to make your text in the bold face. B for bold. So we just copy this line. If we use the B tag, that make your content in the form of bold face. Similarly, you can copy this content, paste, I for italic and U for underline. BR tag is the empty tag to break the line. So save your web page in the text editor or in a notepad and reopen it with the help of Internet Explorer. Refresh your web page or reopen your web page to see the changes. So here we have I am learning in the boldface, I am learning in italic form, and I am learning in the underline form. So you can use B, I and U element to make your text bold, italic and underline. So these are the different tags, the basic tags which we can use in the HTML to write the code for your web page. Thank you. Have a nice day.